James 1, it says sake is next from the producer Minenohakubai, King of Modern Light, Junmai Ginjo Saké. Stay tuned and I'll tell you about this exquisite sake. So 2014 was my last review, and it's not that I'm opposed to doing it, I just don't get many on my tasting table, and this is one I absolutely had to do a review on. Now, I think to me it's really exciting to taste these sakes because it's something that I've advocated to enjoy sake, and one where it's not just to be enjoyed with Japanese food, though it can be, right? And you can definitely enjoy this with a variety of foods. I did see a picture, I believe, of this sake in a hamburger, and so yes, you can pair it with many cuisine styles, other Asian fares, as well as American food. And in fact, the largest consumption, per capita consumption, is in Oregon. And so I would have expected maybe, California, but that's not the case. So I think the sake bottles are amazing. I think they're just so sophisticated, and I love the Japanese script here. And all sake bottles are going to have a screw cap and this little metal portion that comes down that's actually connected, and when you undo this, it actually signifies that this is off. This is, in my opinion, to show that this has never been opened before, so you're the first to have opened this bottle. So it's a quality measure and a security measure for the sake itself. Very beautiful modern image, Japanese modern art, and this to me gives an evocative image of the sun, perhaps of fruit. And I like the bottles are generally going to be this frosted bottle format. Back panel for you to look at. Now I'll put a picture right here so you can see, and I'm going to read off some of the comments here. 16 ABV, 16% ABV. That's pretty low actually when you consider sakes I've tasted, I think, in the 18, 19 range. And even 1 percentage point, say it's even a 17, is going to taste very different than this 16%. I think it comes across a lot cleaner and doesn't mask, and it actually uncovers and discovers some beautiful flavor formats here. And that's a wonderful thing here. So this is, the grade is Junmai Ginjo Saké. This is an acidity of 1.6. Polishing ratio is 60%. And the prefecture this is coming from is Niigata. And the SMV is +1. And the rice is Sako Komachi. And so this is a $45 suggested retail price point. And I can tell sake is really getting a foothold in America, and that's a good thing. So this is actually at Threadbare, a wonderful tasting menu restaurant in Sonoma, Healdsburg. And so you're going to see, this at that particular establishment, and fine eating and fine dining, but definitely enjoy this with any food that you want to enjoy this with. To enjoy it without food, I think, is a miss, but you can definitely enjoy the beauty of this art form on its own. Now, the original bottle formats were the large formats, a 1.8 liter or 1,800 milliliters. Now that's 10 servings. Bottle format, 180 milliliters times 4 is 720. You can definitely serve this in a ceramic vessel, and I was on one site and it talked about 6 different acceptable formats, and I actually just selected a wine glass, which was one of the choices. I selected a burgundy wine glass because I wanted to smell this, I wanted to experience this, and I didn't want it in a very small format. I'm pouring this in a very small portion just to enjoy this, and on its own with no food. And it's something that I think I can just swirl around, and I can bring out some aromatic characteristics, and I think it's just so evocative and beautiful. So very captivating nose of jasmine flowers, green apple. I would denote a bit of Yellowstone fruit, such as an apricot, which I think is really nice as well, and almond notation. And next, the palate characterization. So a little more medium-bodied weight and a very nice silky, creamy texture. And I think that's the beauty of this sake itself, and I think it really extends out to give really nice notes on a lower ABV. So the palate characterization is giving you notation of freshness. The alcohol by volume at 16% is very appreciable. So I'm tasting the absolute notes of this, and I'm getting the characterization that's absolutely beautiful and stunning, and really comes a long way. So on this, I'm getting notes of oyster shell, hint of apricot, passion fruit, and white floral notes. This is 95 points out of 100 points. More information down below. This is a $45 suggested retail price point. In my opinion, it's very much worth that price point, and it gives superb elegance and beauty. So thank you for watching. Let's stay connected. I hope this is just that omen of great wines and sakes and other beverages to be tasting through this year. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and let's stay connected. You'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress, and you'll find me on my podcast, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Santé.